Hello! So today we're going to be making a new horror map. It's also going to be held within the non-suspicious town of DreadCrest. Don't ask questions. This map's taken me a long time to finish, so I appreciate if you could just please consider subscribing. It's free and it helps out a lot. So I'd say this looks pretty good for like a basic kind of suburban house. There's no windows yet or anything, but I guess I'll just do a cool transition to when I'm done because building this is going to be very tedious, so. Okay, and 3 hours and a lot of tiring hour. So right now we just have like the mini house. We got like a quarter of the roof done. We got a bunch of vegetation, and I decided to name this neighborhood DreadCrest, because that seems rather fitting. So, let's just get rid of this really quick. So inside, just basic stuff, blinds, kitchen, stuff, things that you can't get on the counter, locked doors, bathroom, bedroom, that's gonna be for later, locked garage. Right now, I'm kind of waiting on Ray, who has been making a sound pack to get on so I can get that in the server and get those sounds going. But for right now, I'm gonna get started on some basic commands. Okay, I think I finally got it to work. Just set it for a minute. Yes! Woo! It works, okay. Okay, so now it's the next day. I did a little more work last night. I just didn't feel like recording it. I just built some more houses, got decor out, built a couple cars. Yeah, just power lines, debugged, fences, yard, stuff like that. And later I'm gonna start working on like a show, and then so now I'm gonna start working on like the security system around the house. And in order to do that, I stole this idea off Kappa TEXE. So what he did was basically he just did it with like colored items, or just custom items, and when you threw it, it would bring you there and highlight the item. So I'm gonna steal that idea for the security cameras and just have it switch around for this first little intro bit. So okay, so here is our basic camera system. It's just based on items, so you toss it, it'll detect it, and then it'll pick it up, it'll teleport you, and you move on. So here, if I were to power this, okay, and then I were to power that, and then I were to give myself the tag camera. Yeah, okay. Toss it. There we go. And now I have a full security view around my house. Yep, and if I ever want to exit, there we go. Oh! So, Ray's pack came in, and he brought us like a crap ton of cool sounds, so thank you, Ray. We now have like all these cool sounds, and some of them are like really loud. So, we're gonna get started on some of the commands. So, we also had some texture change, like the iron doors no longer have holes in them. I did some more redecoration of the house. The acacia doors are now like these fancy glass doors. For now, everything down here is all like linked together. So this first half is like the TV segment for when you first get into the game. And then this half is the security camera half of the game, when you're going back and forth. This half is for the third sequence, which is when you get spookied. And then this back half is the second part. This little line right here is the basement segment for when you're the officer. And then all of this upper stone bit is all the end sequence for being the victim. So here, I'm going to put a spoiler warning for anyone who wants to play this themselves and does not want to see it. So, I'm pretty sure we've all seen this intro. You just fly forward to the wall. And that's all I'm going to show you for the intro. So, now we're going to start working on the segment 1, which is when the police start to investigate the house of the crime. Obviously when we started going through the wall, I have to fix that because you're supposed to really get the sign. So, yeah, that was the basic intro, and now I'm going to get started on scene 1 and fixing that wall. Weird small bug of being teleported around the house.